difficulty. It now estimates 112 hours for completionists, 71 for main and sides, 52 for just the main. That seems a little more attainable than the last one.
What's the last one at?
Like 300, some stupid bullshit. How long to beat Breath of the... Oh, it's like 200. I think it's like 200 or like 180. But it's...
How long to beat Wrath of...
Breath of the Wild's like super long because of extra stuff that didn't amount to anything. Completionist is like 190. Yeah.
Oh!
There's I think Korok seeds are better spread out in this one, but also there's just more interesting stuff beyond the Korok seeds in it.
Dude, there you
plus
go.
there are multiple Korok seed things. Anyways, are you ready?
You could have done
Oh my gosh.
Beyond the Korak Seed, bro. That's like a new show. Beyond the Korak Seed, where we only talk about Zelda.
We could do that. I just don't think Zelda's that interesting.
Fuck Zelda. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's like,
I could not do it.
Like I know there are YouTube channels devoted to this and like fan theories and like ranking all the bosses or the quality of the games or dungeon discussions, you know, but I don't think I like Zelda that much.
Yeah.
So
Are we doing the one-off right now?
Let's do the one off now.
Okay, let's do one-off.
You want to do it from the start?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, no. You want to restart or you just go? Just go?
Let's restart. No.
Just go?
Yeah.
You just go. So.
Ah!
Okay.
Welcome to the microsode, baby, where it's nothing
but cocaine. I just bought Tears of the Kingdom. Yes. And I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom. And you have not.
I mean, honestly, probably a lot of our listeners are playing it. They're probably playing it right now while they're listening. They literally looked up and said, "This motherfucker said I didn't buy this."
No, I hope. Well, maybe. But did you know there was like a record for like the most call-outs on that Friday when it came out? Like call-out sick from like your job. Did you have a lot of friends call out?
Oh, no, actually, on Monday we did. Monday there was a lot of people gone.
That could have been it.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. Are there people who call out gamers?
Well, I don't know if it's 1-to-1. I just know that Friday was a big day for that when Zelda came out.
Yeah, dude. So. That makes sense. I did see a lot of memes about that. I thought it was just a joke, but that does make sense.
A lot of people called out. I mean, that happened with Elden Ring, too.
Dude,
that happened with Breath of the Wild.
Play Zelda or work for, piece of shit boss. I don't know, Yeah, Zelda wins every time.
But it's just, that was a pretty big thing for that. It's good. It's good.
It's good.
It is better than Breath of the Wild. By a country mile, to be totally honest. Damn. Breath of the Wild seems tame and boring compared to Tears of the Kingdom, and a lot of that comes down to like the utility of these abilities. It's just so much
more fun.
It's so much more outside.
Is
the
it more
box.
fun to like fuck around with enemies?
Oh, dude, totally. Oh, totally.
Oh,
yeah.
God. You gotta give me a good example.
The problem was in the first one, you really only had a few options to really totally mess around with them, and that was a lot of magnetism and
what's that? Is that the one where you hit it and then it goes boop 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 boop, and then they like hold on to it and then they fling off?
No, magnetism is just when you can grab metal objects and move them around.
Oh, okay.
Because that's been expanded to called Ultra Hand. And you can grab basically anything now. So
oh my god,
that's already good there. And you can, and that ability also has a side ability where you can connect it to anything that's in the world too. It's not like
so
anchored to the ground.
Connect like two enemies together?
No, nothing. Anything inorganic, or sorry, anything that's not living.
But maybe. So hypothetically, enemies in between two rocks, and you could have both of those rocks just slide together and kill that enemy.
I don't know. I haven't tried that. I don't know if it does like that forceful. It's more like a glue that you can create something like that's how you make a raft in this game. Is you can put 3 logs next to each other and just like automatically glue together.
Okay.
But I did.
Sounds kind of stupid.
I did. Well, it's pretty cool, honestly.
No, I know. Everyone's talking about how cool it is.
Because the other ability is.
Wow, you've never been able to make a raft in a game before.
It's true. It's definitely dumb. But the other thing that's a big part of this game is Zonai artifacts or whatever.
What's that?
They're like futuristic things, and one of them, like they come in several different shapes and sizes and utilities. Some of them are like giant paper airplanes you can stand on, and they'll just float through the sky, and you can. Based on where you're standing on it, it'll change the direction, Some of them are just fans, that you can put in the back of a raft to help propel it forward. The best one so far for me is a dragon head that breathes fire when you activate it, which is usually when you hit it, right?
Elden Ring.
Now, you could do is you can use the ability to fuse, which puts 2 weapons together, right? You can fuse it onto your shield, so when you hold your shield out, it blows out fire like an Elden Ring. Now, do you remember how annoying it was to melt icicles in the last one.
Yes.
Now you have a fire shield that melts really, really fast.
Wow, that's actually hella sick.
The other thing that's really cool is I took a shield and I found a rocket, like an actual rocket, because there are Arizona rockets that if you hit them, they just shoot off. So I put it on my shield, and then I just rode the rocket on my shield until I got high enough and then jumped off and glided to my destination. Super cool.
Okay, so yeah,
super cool.
So I love the best part of, for sure, Breath of the Wild was the exploration, the experimentation for sure. And so that is the only reason. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the plot looks somewhat okay.
Actually, the story's good.
Okay, so
it's
I
weird.
was gonna say the
so far it's well told. At
least. The trailer, this has been the best trailer that they did, I think, for a video game. Or not ever, but I'm saying for Zelda. Because I wasn't alive. Well, I was, but I wasn't paying attention to like the 64 one, so maybe that one's great. But to me, the story looked interesting. Whereas the other ones, I'm like, okay, we've seen this, Ganondorf, Ganon, let's go.
I mean, the bad guy in this, I'm pretty sure, is Ganondorf.
Of course.
And you do meet Ganondorf for the first time ever, I think.
Yeah, but he's like a dead guy, kind of.
He's
right?
like a mummy.
That's sick.
He's
I love
sealed
that
away.
idea.
He was sealed away by something.
Yeah.
So
then he cuts your arm off like in Sekiro.
I don't really know. That is a weird. That is something I could try and explain, but I would do a terrible job at it.
Don't explain it. I just
saw
it. I just saw it, and I was like, what?
It's not you get your arm cut off. It's not that.
I know, but it's like you just become a robot. I don't know.
No. It's there's more to it. I promise. There's more to it than just like you have a robot arm.
An elf the whole time, and you had the blood of the sacred.
No.
But I'm just getting the weird stuff.
No. The other part about Fuse is that you can just put. So here's the thing. There's no bombs in the game, right? I mean, so there's no bomb ability. Sorry, there are bomb flowers that you can like attach to an arrow and fire. Which is what you do a lot in that game. I attach fire fruit to arrows to like enemies on fire, splash fruits to cover enemies in water. There are shock fruits, I'm sure.
That's good. Got you wet.
Yeah. Well, so there. You remember the giant stone talus things?
Oh yeah, there's stone, and it's Pokemon rules.
There's a molten one that's like a lava rock, and you shoot water arrows at it. You can actually climb on it at that point.
That's actually kind of cool.
So they go hit the weak point. So, the fusing though is great because the only way to break through rock walls, if there are rock walls like they were in the old Zelda or Breath of the Wild, is to fuse other rocks on your weapon and have like a rock hammer, and then it's like chipping away at it. It's really cool. It's a weird.
Can you break down any wall in the entire game?
No. It's like the preset cracked ones.
It's
it's pre-designed, but it's still interesting that you're not using bombs anymore. You're just picking away at it, and it's still working pretty well.
Yeah. I think bombs are cooler and a lot more fun. So
they are.
It's kind of a weird move to remove bombs from Zelda when it's been there since the very original.
You can still have bomb flowers.
No, that's not.
That's
your
where they started.
Your ability was always bombs. You've always been able to have
Ocarina of Time was bomb flowers. And then you got bombs also.
Prove it.
Ocarina of Time, the item in the second temple, the Dongo Cavern.
Yeah, the item.
Is a bomb bag,
What
right?
did you already start off with? Oh, yeah, bombs.
You don't start with bombs in Ocarina of Time.
Well, you can buy in the first village.
You don't get bombs until, I believe you get the bomb bag in the Dongo Cavern.
You would know.
You get the power bracelet to lift the bomb flowers, to throw bomb flowers at things. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, look, but bombs have been around.
What I gotta say. You better get bombs by the end of the game. That's what I'm saying.
I have bombs already. So
no, I mean, you know what I mean. The OG one, you could just do beep, beep, bomb and just throw bombs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pick up bomb flowers, I put them in my inventory, and I use them when I want.
Limited.
They've never been infinite in any game besides Breath of the Wild.
And this is number 2 of that game.
I don't understand.
I rest my case.
Is this the hill you want to die on? Is this the hill? Okay, then you're gonna hate this game.
I would still love it. I just want bombs. That's all.
This game is also way too big, to be honest. This game is like.
Remember when you were like, it's gonna be the same remap of the other one? You were pissed off about it.
I have a couple critiques.
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead and tell us how big it is, and then how it's not really different than the other one.
No, it's like the. It's not an asset flip. It's not that. It is the general geography of the world. Some things have been changed. They've added things, taken away things, but there are. And this is an issue. I think this is a discussion I want to have. Sequels expound off the initial concept, right?
Yeah.
But it's not one-to-one. It's not taking the concept and shuffling it around, right? It's usually taking the concept and advancing it and moving it around, and using like new things that you're interjecting it with, not just taking existing things, shuffling them around. You know what I mean? So like an example is this isn't in the game, but if you had a maze you had to go through in the first game, and then you just turned it around or changed some pieces in it, it's still the same. It's still a maze, but it's different in the second game.
Right.
That's nothing different, right?
Right.
That is the conversation I think I need to have about Tears of the Kingdom is that there is a lot of that and not a lot of advancement in certain puzzles.
Got it.
Now, there is that, and I will say like shrines by far feel almost uniquely enjoyable every time, which was not the case in the first one. The first one's shrines were shit. I'm not joking.
No, I know.
About half of them are okay, and about like the other half are just bad.
And what's funny is Zelda is totally a game like that, but I don't really enjoy the puzzles of it because that's not like my thing.
Yeah, they're better in this one, but there are a lot of puzzles. The world itself on the outside of the shrines
is a giant puzzle.
Well, that's what feels a little too similar. It feels a little too like, hey, this is just the same world shuffled around. There's not enough advancement in this world for me to feel like, you know.
Well, you can go up in the air now.
Now, that being said, I haven't fully played. Yeah, in the air areas, the Sky Island was the tutorial is like, yeah. So it was really, really, really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Has the game glitched out on you?
I had one hard crash, and
God, a hard crash.
I had a hard crash, but I'm the only one I know that's had it. I texted all of my friends. None of them had hard crashes.
And you're playing on the OLED.
You're
playing on the newest version of the Switch.
It's the same hardware outside.
I know,
of the
but you're playing on the newest version. Also, as in you purchased it newer than probably like my Switch Lite and other things like that.
Yeah, sure.
So it's newer, it's better, and it's still
the weirder part of this was the patch corrupted. So I think the patch, there's something on the patch that went weird. So I deleted the patch, re-downloaded, and it's fine. So that's the only issue I've had. There are slight frame dips occasionally when there's too much going on screen. It's nothing like. It's like from 30 to 25.
Is it like Pokemon? Like when you said, that's fine.
It's not even close.
You're like, that's fine.
Pokemon is noticeable for me.
Okay.
But it's still playable. That's the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Despite its chugs, it's completely playable. And I think I only had 1 or 2 hard crashes also over the course of 60 hours, which to me is negligible. This is bad news, but to have a hard crash this early on is just really weird. I looked up hard crashes online. No one's had them. I looked up them in interviews or reviews. To see if people had talked about that. No one's talked about that. So I was like, what is this? But
what is this?
It's nothing compared to Redfall's hard crash scenario where it was like a dozen hard crashes per playthrough. So
I mean, that's fair.
But it is like, what is this? So I don't know if my experience is universal, so it could be it could be a moot point, but it was weird. But yeah, other than that, nothing, no problem at all. Load times aren't bad. World is fine. There's very little pop-in. Stuff I thought was a pop-in was actually an environmental thing moving very fast, which I thought was a glitch. It's not. It's just really... The game is weird, dude. The game has a lot of weird things in it, including the music, which is like a standout thing so far. But the whole vibe of this game is just tonally, it's like sci-fi invaded low or high fantasy, but in the most mild way possible. and somehow being the focal point, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
So it's really, really interesting. It's hard to explain how alien it feels in some ways.
That rocks coming at me really fast. Psych, it's a
dude,
UFO.
a tree jumped out of the ground and started attacking me.
Oh shit.
It was a tree, just a standard ass tree. There's nothing about this that's different than just being a tree walking on its roots coming at me. It's a weird game, man. It's really cool. I like it a lot, but it's weird.
Well, there you have it. Would you recommend it? Should people buy it right now, or should people wait?
No, people should buy it right now. It's $70. I know it's like what you're paying for PS5 games now, and now Xbox Series X now, I guess. But there's more than 100 hours of content here, and it's very well made. The asset flip quote question, it's not that, but the question of is this enough? Is this different and advanced enough past the last one? For 7 years of time, between those two.
Yeah.
That's up to you. I imagine most people don't think about that. I do a lot. It's still providing unique experiences and experiences you're going to get nowhere else in gaming. I don't know what it is about Zelda, but it feels wholly unique, even if this is just a Ubisoft world. So I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, it feels a lot like Elden Ring in terms of exploring. When you're going around an area and you see something completely unique, you're like, what the hell is this? Which is kind of what Elden Ring felt about the Wild, right?
Right.
In some ways. Like Nintendo basically looked at Elden Ring and was like, oh yeah, we're going to do that and make and then double down on it and then make you feel those feelings again. Don't worry, guys, you're good. So that's good. Like the feeling that Elden Ring gave me, I'd never felt so strongly in a game.
Okay.
And now I'm feeling it again in Tears of the Kingdom. So
that's great.
The exploration bug is there. And I have been sidetracked so many times while I've been trying to go to this one area, but I keep getting sidetracked.
I mean, that's the most beautiful part about open world games. You know what I mean? Like, especially that was probably why Elden Ring won Game of the Year, is because it was so vast and open, and yes, it had its issues and stuff, but there was so much actual exploration that made you feel like an actual like adventurer. And you're like, oh, what's in this? Well, oh my god, here's a tunnel, here's this thing, it connects to over here, like what the fuck? Right. Like, so I don't know, it was
well, no, I'm with you. I think modernly what like sparked that a little bit was Breath of the Wild. You know, take your pick on how you feel about that game, but Elden Ring was like, hey, we can do that to the 99th degree, and they did. And like every part of an Elden Ring, every place you go to has something interesting. It may not be good for your build, but you are experiencing something possibly new outside of the repeat bosses.
And they're about to do that again, bro.
I hope the DLC
with Armored Core.
Well, and Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC. I really want to see what that's going to be like.
Yeah. Have you been hearing also the leaks about them making another game that's like Elden Ring?
Yeah, I'm sure they have like 3 teams in there.
Yeah, so I guess there's another game that. So there was I haven't watched it yet, but there's a few well-known sources that said there was like a really big leak about it, and I was like, huh. They just keep pumping out games.
Yeah, I imagine. Well, I imagine this Elden Ring DLC.
Where's my Sekiro 2, motherfuckers?
I know. Where's my Bloodborne?
Oh, dude, just make Sekiro with the open world system. That'd be so cool.
I wonder if that's. There's a part of me that thinks Sekiro will be the only thing that From develops like it. You know, until they wait another 10 years and do it again, or 11 years. You know.
Well, did Wolong do good? Do people like that?
I thought Wolong was pretty great. I don't think sales-wise it's anything special. Sales-wise is anything special, especially on the West.
I was gonna say if that popped off, then I feel like they might, because
that's not the open world game though.
No, it's not open world. I'm just saying to me there hasn't really been another stamina system. I mean, maybe Neo or what it was called.
Well, that's Sim Developer, but they have the open world Neo game they're making right now. That will come out.
Right. Okay.
I think later this year.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm saying stamina based, right? So I'm trying to say like how Sekiro is stamina based. I want an open world with that system, right?
You mean parry based, like a
parry based system,
like a parry break system like that,
right? Well, there's Sekiro exactly. So I'm just saying. I don't know if those games are big. I don't know how many of them there are. Sekiro is the first one to me that I've never played a game like that. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, I think you're right. I think that was the.
So that's what I'm saying. Where because the new whatever we just played, Wolong feels more like Sekiro, like not like stealing, but I'm just saying like parry wise, that's the main.
It's the point of reference for
it. The point of it.
Yeah, it's the point of reference is Sekiro.
If you just go in and attack, it's not gonna do anything. You have to parry a lot. Yeah. So
Wolong was really good. I think Wolong felt very budgety by the end of it.
Yeah.
I had an amazing time with it, but it's definitely a full experience. It's just in comparison to Neo, it feels like a very small game, and very slight, I guess. Neo, and depth-wise too, like Neo just had a lot more going on.
That's fair.
And a lot more to
offer.
It
didn't really seem like a huge depth game, but also, I will say that those fucking cinematics were goddamn gorgeous.
They're so sick,
I was like,
dude.
I'm just gonna watch this shit. This is a fucking movie, dog.
They're all good. All the cutscenes in that game are awesome.
It reminded me of
so action-packed, dude.
Resident Evil, like the no,
Whoa, really?
No. Oh my god, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, gotcha.
Like those, because theirs are long as fuck, sometimes way too long, but they're always usually very beautiful. Dude, the more that they progress, I was like, this is a goddamn movie right now.
The insanely long cutscenes of Kojima are like, I hope they never go away, dude. I love the half-hour cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid. Like, they're long. Metal Gear Solid 4 was the longest one, but that was the one that was like 6 hours of videos or movie in it. And
I watched that as a movie.
Oh,
I never played that specific game. It's the only game I actually of Metal Gear I've not played.
It is the best feeling playing classic Metal Gear game. It feels amazing.
There's a rumor that they might be remaking Metal Gear Sons of Liberty, and I would literally.
Oh man,
I would.
But please put on.
Fuck.
Please put Twin Snakes on something first. So I want that GameCube remake or remaster, please.
Dude, we just honestly, this won't happen. But you know the coolest fucking drop that Switch could ever do, or Nintendo, is
like GameCube emulator.
GameCube emulator, but the game on there is the Twin Snakes. You know what that does to those fucking games that are selling for like $300 a piece?
Oh, it kicks.
And so then we could actually get a fucking physical copy and play together because you can play two people.
It's 2-player. Yeah. I think it's only like $100 now. It's still a lot of money.
It's still a lot for a GameCube.
And I've been eyeing it here and there. Because I've seen a clean copy of it around on Mercari, and I was like, dude, that's only like $110. It's complete in box. There's no water damage. The disc is barely scratched.
Is it still wrapped?
It's not wrapped now, man. The brand new ones are gonna go for 7 or 8, so or 6 or 8. Like
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But brand new is, I mean, brand new PS2 games can go for that. Brand new PS3 games can go for that.
Man, I need to start going to estate sales and just looking for games.
Dude, I've wanted that for a long time.
Let's go.
I never put the effort in, but like a Saturday morning.
Yeah, you and me can do that maybe like once a month.
I learned that you should never buy games from you should be careful buying games from swap meets. There's a lot of fake stuff in there.
Of course.
What'd you say?
Of course.
Yours. I think you said, yours.
Of course. A horse. No, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But it would be cool. Like, what if there's an awesome virus in one?
Yeah.
Dude, actually, that would be crazy.
I always wanted to like completely download some analog horror thing like Marble Hornets or like Gemini Home Entertainment, and then burn it all into like a disc. And then put like a game disc over or a sticker over that, and then sell it somewhere or whatever, or give it to someone, or put it in someone's like whatever, and then have them be like, "What the hell is this, dude?"
Yeah, man. Like start a whole entire like Reddit thing.
Yeah, analog horror is so cool. Anyways, Tears of the Kingdom to me is a recommend.
Okay.
If you loved Breath of the Wild, you will love this game more. There's just no way to say that. It is.
There's no way to say that.
It is Breath of the Wild, but better and way more interesting and way more variety. I've fought in so many different sub bosses already too. That's so good.
That's so good.
I fought in sub bosses in shrines. Super cool.
That is cool.
Like the challenge of the shrine was, hey, we'll take away your equipment. Now beat this boss.
Interesting.
That's awesome, dude.
That is so fucking awesome.
Okay, that's it for the microsode.
No, it's not.
Oh, what else you got?
I got. Okay, you motherfucker took the whole time.
I'm sorry, you speak up. We just talked about something else for the past 5 minutes.
I know. I literally made a segue to go where I was gonna go because I made this point where I was like, oh, that's like Sekiro, like From Software is gonna make this, and then we started talking about that shit. I meant to say I just bought From Software's newest game.
Elden Ring?
No, Armored Core, baby.
I
pre-ordered that
pre-ordered
shit.
it.
I pre-ordered that deluxe shit.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
I pre-ordered it too, but just the regular.
I don't even know the difference, but I was just like, I'm just going to do it.
Was it 80 or 70 or whatever?
It's 70.
Yes.
Which is so cool.
DLC.
Honestly, thanks for making us a DLC.
It's going to be like in-game items. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get my fucking tank tracks immediately. I don't know what I'm going to do
Tank treads?
yet. Oh, I'm so excited. I have been wanting to get into like Gundams
ever since Mercury,
which is funny. I haven't not watched. I know it's come out season 2 or part 1 of season whatever.
It's resumed. Yeah.
I have not started it because I wanted it all to be done because I'm just so crazy.
That's why I stopped too, so I could just binge it.
Did you finish?
No, I got like 8 episodes in. I was like, okay, something's happening.
Oh, dude, you gotta get to the 12. Okay.
So I waited till I was gonna wait till it's finished, but I'll get to the 12. I'm almost there. It's not like a long time to get there,
Yeah.
So.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I just wanted to say that I bought it. I'm super excited to play it. I'd love everyone's, like, if you are excited about this game like we are, let's exchange like Steam information. Let's get, or PS whatever, and let's get some people together to play these games with, man. That'd be fun.
I'll shoot it out in the air. If anyone listens to this and wants to add me on PSN, my tag, and this is public, so everyone can join me and let's hang out. It's Luminaire, like from Chrono Trigger, like the final move in that, and underscore CT. So Luminaire underscored CT, which stands for Chrono Trigger.
Oh.
So Luminaire is like, so in
I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just the ultimate weapon. It's the ultimate spell, the main character.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my gamer tag is, I actually don't remember. Oh, it's J Poopy.
So
Steam.
Add
there
us,
you go.
yeah. And then if you want to join us on Switch too, message us because I'm not re-up my Switch friend code on here. It's dumb as shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that either.
It's only because it's stupid and archaic. Still can't believe Nintendo still does a friend code system. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah, fuck you, Nintendo. That's all we got.
All right. Make sure that you join us on Tuesdays for streaming, but also check out the episodes we drop on Tuesday. So this is obviously not the anime episode, but keep up with that on Tuesdays, and then Tuesday nights around 8:30 we'll be streaming. So join us there too.
Fuck.